Your credit score travels with you, shaping the terms of every loan, apartment, and card you want. It can move faster than you expect when you follow a simple, repeatable plan. Today, I'm sharing a practical approach to build credit fast in the US without gimmicks or chaos. You'll get a clear sequence of steps you can start this week. Step 1 is to pull your credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Seeing all three helps you spot anything that's off. Go to annualcreditreport.com to access free copies and review them carefully. Look for errors like misspelled names, wrong addresses, closed accounts that still show as open, or balances that aren't accurate. Dispute any mistakes this week using the Bureau's online forms, and keep screenshots and confirmation numbers until the issue is fixed. Step 2 is to start a small credit-building account that reports to all three bureaus. This creates a positive, trackable line on your history. Look for a secured card or a dedicated credit builder loan from a lender that reports to all three agencies. Choose something with a low or no annual fee and a modest required deposit, usually a few $100s. Make sure the issuer reports to all three bureaus so your activity shows up everywhere it matters. Use the account for small purchases you would normally make, then pay in full every month. This builds reliable payment history without risking large debt, and it demonstrates responsible use to future lenders. Step 3 is to automate timely payments and avoid late marks. Automating payments protects you from forgetfulness and keeps your history clean. Set up autopay for at least the minimum, preferably the full statement balance if you can manage it. Pair autopay with calendar reminders a week before due dates. This gives you a buffer in case anything slips, and it keeps you in control of your payment rhythm. Step 4 is to keep your credit utilization low. Utilization is the portion of your credit you're using, and it matters more than most people realize. Aim for a total utilization under 10% and ideally under 6%. If you can, pay down balances before the statement closes so the reported balance stays low. This is the balance lenders actually see, so timing matters as much as the amount you owe. Step 5 is to be careful with new credit inquiries. Each hard pull can shave a few points off your score, especially if you're starting from a thin file. Only apply for new credit when you truly need it and space out applications by several months. If you're rate shopping for a loan, do your pre-qualifications in a short window and keep the number of hard inquiries to a minimum. Soft inquiries from pre-qualifications don't affect your score, so use them to gauge options without damage. Step 6 is to consider an authorized user strategy. If you have a trusted family member with solid credit history, this can boost your score without extra debt. Ask them to add you as an authorized user on a card they responsibly manage. Make sure the card's issuer reports the history to all three bureaus. Understand the responsibilities. You're not responsible for charges, but negative activity on the card can still affect your score if the history is linked to you. Step 7 is to protect the length of your credit history by not closing old accounts. Length and consistency matter most as your scores age. Keep cards open even if you don't use them often, unless there's a genuine reason to close. If there's an annual fee you can't avoid, consider downgrading to a no annual fee product rather than closing the account. The longer your history, the more your score benefits, especially when you add new positive behaviors on top. Step 8 is to stay consistent for at least the first 90 days and beyond. Credit building is a habit more than a sprint. Review your reports monthly, watch your utilization, and ensure no new errors pop up as you go. A quick check-in on your progress helps you course-correct before small slips become bigger problems. The core ideas stay the same. Pay on time, keep balances low, and avoid unnecessary credit applications. Let me tell you about two people who used these ideas with different starts but the same finish line. Alex walked in with a 620 score and a thin file. No strong credit history. They followed the 8 steps, opened a secured card, paid on time, and kept balances low. Within 2 months, Alex's utilization hovered around 8%, and they avoided new inquiries. The score began to creep upward, showing the first signs of reliability lenders look for. Riley took a different route by adding a credit builder loan and using a secure card too, but they prioritized keeping every payment on time and avoiding every unnecessary application. They also kept an eye on the statement dates to make sure reported balances stayed small. By the 3-month mark, the lender reports showed steady progress and the score rose into the mid-650s. By the 4th month, with consistent payments and good history, Riley touched the 700s and began to qualify for better terms on loans and cards. Both stories show there is no magic trick, just deliberate behavior and patience. The pattern works because it creates visible, positive, repeatable history that lenders can trust. You build this by combining payment reliability, controlled use, and long-standing accounts. Two practical refinements to boost speed without adding risk. First, if you struggle to keep a balance low, set a fixed monthly spending cap on your secured card and automate payments for that cap. This keeps you from drifting into higher balances. Second, if you have a friend or family member willing to help without risking you or them, an authorized user plan can be powerful. Use it carefully, with clear boundaries and a plan for when you'll step back if the account becomes risky for you both. Here's a quick 7-day action plan you can start today. Day 1, pull your reports and look for obvious errors. If you spot anything, note it and start the dispute process. Day 2 and 3, if you don't have a secured card or credit builder loan, shop for one with no annual fee and reports to all 3 bureaus. Open the account and secure a modest deposit if required. Day 4 and 5, set up autopay for all accounts and place reminders on your calendar a week before due dates. Make a small purchase on the secured card and pay it in full at the end of the cycle. Day 6, check your utilization across all cards and plan how you'll keep it low. If you don't have an authorized user option, look for a trusted person who can help with that route. Day 7, review your plan and set a 90-day target. Decide what score you want to reach and what changes you'll make if it doesn't move as quickly as you hope. A practical note: progress on credit scores is real, but it's also often gradual. The first big gains typically come after 2 or 3 months of steady, good behavior. Stay patient and stay consistent. If you're watching this, you probably want results without wasting money. The core ideas here are accessible: clarity about what to do, consistency in doing it, and smart use of credit that builds trust with lenders. You don't have to be perfect, just persistent. If you want a simple recap, pull your reports, fix errors, start a small, reportable credit-building account, automate payments, keep balances low, limit new inquiries, consider an authorized user if it fits, and protect the length of your history. Then, track your numbers and adjust as needed. Are you ready to begin? If you are, tell me in the comments which step you'll start with this week. If you like this approach and want more practical money tips, hit like and subscribe for future videos that break down complex ideas into plain language. If you've already tried some of these moves, share what worked for you and what didn't. Your experience can help someone else make a smarter choice today. And if you know a friend who's trying to build credit, send them this video so they don't have to guess what to do next. Remember, building credit fast in the US isn't about a shortcut. It's about creating a reliable pattern of behavior that shows up on your reports as positive, long-lasting history. The faster you lock in these habits, the sooner you'll unlock better terms and opportunities. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe for more practical money tips, and tell me in the comments which step you'll start with.